In the previous slide, we talked about what is formal languages and automata theory. Now, during that, we also talked about what is computation machine, because the automatas are related to machines, and we are here going to talk about the computational ability of machine. So the natural question is, what is computation? So which it's like what is computation? So we want to talk about it. So we say that it's a step-by-step solution. It's a step-by-step solution to a problem. For example, like multiplication of two numbers. When you have two numbers, let's say you have some number and you want to multiply it by some other number, let's say 3, then you say that, okay, first multiply this number by with this particular number and write it. And we go ahead with the multiplying things. So we put some kind of multiplication and then the carry over the next digit, and then we multiply the next digit to the number and we add up the carry and so on and so forth. So there is a particular step-by-step solution to the multiplication of numbers, and hence this step-by-step process is called computation. Step-by-step process is called computation. So what is the computation? The computation is involved in step-by-step process. Another possible example is finding a word in a dictionary. So how do we find a word in a dictionary? We look at some random page and we say if whether then the word that we are trying to find, whether that comes later to that particular word, that random word, or it should come prior to that random word. So if we get to know, okay, it is going to be prior, then we look into the left part of the dictionary, or else we look into the right part of the dictionary. So, and then we go ahead doing the things in a similar fashion, and thereby achieving thereby finding the word, whether that is in the dictionary or it's not in the dictionary, and what is the meaning of that particular word. Another particular problem you can assume, like the path between the two cities. So you have many cities are available, and we want to know whether there is a path from one particular city to another particular city. There exists some path or not. So whether it goes from one city to another city, then from that city to another city, or maybe it may take a little longer, something like that. So something might happen. So if there exists a path or not. So if you want to reach, if you just want to reach from one particular place to another particular place, if there is a path traveling from various cities or not, if there exists some path or not. So that is called existence of path. Another problem could be like if you are given some collection of numbers and you want to sort them out. So sorting those numbers involves like step-by-step solution, and hence it incurs computation. Now an algorithm is another word. Algorithm is another word to talk about step-by-step procedure. So algorithm incurs computation, and step-by-step procedure is called an algorithm. Step-by-step procedure is an algorithm, and algorithm incurs computation. So attempting a problem, so algorithm is a step-by-step procedure for attempting a problem and represents a computation. That's what it is. Now, since we are going to talk about, or since we are talking a lot about computation, we may be interested in computational devices. So definitely, you know that one of the computation devices, calculator, right? So everyone understands that a calculator calculates a lot of things. So you can multiply two numbers, you can find out the square root, or maybe you want to find out the percentage. You can sum a lot of numbers and all. And then the next may be computer. So you may be knowing, you might be using also. So a computer computes the things. So a lot of computation we can uh, do with the help of computer. And then cell phone. Today's a smartphone. Uh, we have we can do a lot of computation with the smartphones, right? So a lot of applications we can install and then we can run them to understand do some computation. And then interestingly, before all these devices, they were existing. Before that also we did computation. How we did computation before that? We did those computation with the help of some writing device like pen, right? So we have certain kind of thing like pen or pencil or quill, and of course we need a paper. We need paper. So this is also one of the computing devices. Now in this particular course, we are going to study various computational devices. So we are going to study various computational devices. Computational devices. Now, while trying to understand uh, or trying to study these computational devices, we will look at their resources. What are the resources that are available to them? So this is something, and we will try to map the ability of computation. So we have computational device, which has some resources and which also has some capability. So we want to actually understand these three things. So what are the resources available to the computation device, and what, how much capable or what kind of problems it can solve. So that's what we are going to discuss. In the next uh, video, we are going to talk about the simplest uh, machine or simplest computational model called finite automata. Thank you.